Hello and welcome to this Tarot Tuesday video. So as you can see, I'm kind of in the dark. I explained this in my zodiac recordings that I had just done. By the time this comes out, the Aries and collective reading zodiac has already been out, and then the other two zodiac readings that I just got done recording will be out after this. So I think one comes out tomorrow and then one comes out Friday. That's kind of what I have planned going on right now. But the reason I'm in the dark is because when I had sat down to start the Aries recording, I turned on the room light because I'm in the middle of winter, so it got dark pretty quickly. And so, yeah, I turned on the room light, and then because of what I'm diagnosed with, I started having migraine-like symptoms, and the only way to help calm them down was to just turn off the lights. I know I have a light source right now. I'm using my phone, but that's just because I need to be able to see what is in front of me, and you guys need to be able to see me even just a little bit. So, as long as the light isn't around the room, I'm actually doing pretty okay and feeling okay. So, I'm able to sit here and do this reading for you and do all of these readings for you basically. So, I'm just trying to get a certain amount done, and yeah, and then hopefully tomorrow when I record some more, I'll be a little bit better. So we'll see how tomorrow goes because it is different each day. But I want to get into this reading. I can't guarantee that it's going to be as long as the zodiac readings, but I kind of feel like this is a message very straight to the point. But what I'm seeing is that you are a person who is actually very strong in their emotions, okay, in their feelings. You're just a very strong person. You have a very good understanding of your own self, and I also get a sense that you have a very strong feeling of others and like what they're going through. You're a very empathetic person, okay, is really what I'm getting. But even though this image here is showing you sitting on your throne, embracing who you are, and being able to see who other people are, I still feel like there is a part of you that is probably coming into this new year, into the new year of 2026, even though I like to make these readings timeless. They are meant for you when you're meant to see them, and that still holds true. So even if you're not coming into a new year when you're watching this, you're coming into like a new month or whatever, your current energy right now is telling me that you don't really see this side of you, at least just yet. Or maybe you do, but you don't know how to embrace it. You don't know how to show it to others, okay? Spirit is encouraging you with this lantern card to shine your light, use it to illuminate your path and your purpose, as well as with the confidence draught that literally says strength on the bottle. I know it's hard to see because of the darkness, but like it literally says strength on the bottle, saying embrace your strength, stand tall, and believe in yourself. Okay, believe that you really are this person. You care so much. You love so much. Okay. And if anybody is telling you that that is weakness, they are wrong. That is strength. Being able to show your emotions is strength. Being able to help others through their emotions is strength. Okay. So I do want to get some more oracle cards for you, but that is pretty much the overall message that Spirit wants to say at this moment. Just really embrace who you are, stand tall, believe in yourself, shine your light, and if anybody tries to snuff it out, you're strong enough to not let them, okay? Don't let them snuff out who you are. Oh my gosh. Okay. I usually don't take that many cards, but when I feel like it resonates with your reading, I have to take them all. So first, you've got bravery. Face the unknown with bravery. Trust your steps. And we are literally saying use it with the lantern card, use it to illuminate your path and your purpose. So trust your steps. Oh my God. And we actually have, yeah, you can kind of see it, I hope, that literally lanterns on the card. There are literally lanterns on this card. So use, oh my God, use your light to illuminate your path and your purpose, okay? Even if it's kind of scary, even if it's uncertain, like if you're uncertain because of the unknown, it's perfectly okay. You are human. It's okay to be afraid. However, you owe it to yourself to step into your purpose, to show who you really are. So face that fear. Don't let anybody snuff your light out. Because also look at how many lanterns there are. Oh my God, you are so strong. You are such a bright person. The world deserves your light. The world deserves to know who you are. The world deserves this light also for healing is kind of what I'm hearing as well. This world is going through a very tough time right now. And we need your light. We need somebody with your light to heal this world. Okay, even in the very small things, even if it's just something as small as like cleaning up a beach or adopting a pet from a shelter, taking a pet off the streets, giving a homeless person $10 or more, helping somebody cross the street. Small little acts like that help heal this world so much. We need more positive light like yours. Okay, so do not let somebody snuff that out. Be brave to show that light. Yes, okay. The next one is, like we were just talking about, strength. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. Okay? You are boundless. Unleash your strength. Unleash your light. We also have nurture. Nurture others and also yourself. Okay, so that is, I kind of feel like that's part of your purpose. Oh, and I just got a little bit of a chill from that too. To help others. That is part of your light. That is part of who you are. So embrace that. And I'm also, ah, okay, multiple things. When I first heard nurture, I was kind of, and I've had this before in a past reading too, that was actually fairly recent. Um, Somebody like working at a nursing home, taking care of the elderly. That's kind of what I was seeing. So if that resonates with you, take that as that is. But I'm also looking at this image. Look at her, she's holding a cat. And I literally just said like adopting a pet. Something as small as that, adopting a pet, giving an animal a safe place to live, a safe home filled with so much love and where they can feel safe and they can play and they can be happy. They can actually sleep like on the couch or something in their cat bed, their dog bed, and they just know that they're home and safe. And that doesn't just reward them because that's not something that they've had, but that also rewards you and making you feel like you've made such a big difference in this little creature's life who deserves a home. Okay. And then we also have meditation. Meditation connects you to your inner self. Yes. So I'm not really getting so much of a spiritual vibe from this. When I was doing my zodiac readings, there was a lot of spirit talk, okay? There was a lot of connecting with a higher self, spirit realms, things like that. For this specifically, I really do feel like it is what the card says: meditation, connecting you to your inner self, connecting to who you are. So you may need to do some meditation to really help guide your inner self and therefore guide your outer self onto your path. Really accepting who you really are and not letting anybody else's words phase you. Okay. I really feel like we need something from the life lessons deck. So let's see what we got here. This lesson's a little stuck. There we go. Okay, what do we got from life lesson? Together in the light. Oh my god, you got so much about light. I give thanks for everyone who enters my life, recognizing that we are all exactly where we need to be. Each person contributes to my growth, and every interaction is a gift meant to help me overcome inner conflicts. By focusing on my own development rather than others' faults, I align with the divine. Love that. Okay. So let me look at how similar these two are as best as you can. I know it's dark. There we go. Look at how similar those are. You meditating and finding your light. But there could also be somebody that you are close to, I'm getting. Either somebody that you're already close to or somebody who is going to be coming into your life. I feel like somebody new coming into your life that is really going to help you realize who you are. And I really encourage you, like, meditating on those words and really accepting them. And that's going to help you embrace. I'm also really strongly getting a past loved one, remembering what a past loved one, and I'm really, really getting a strong connection with like a grandmother figure. Um, Whatever your grandmother had said, it doesn't have to be a grandmother, just take it as you resonates. This is just what's coming to me at the moment. This past loved one, um, telling you exactly who you are. They knew exactly who you were, and they've said that with you. They've said that to you. Meditate on that memory. Meditate on those words. Really learn to accept them. And that's also going to help bring in some healing as well, especially if this past loved one is somebody, again, that you were very, very close to, and you, after they were gone, you just didn't really feel the same. But know that they are still with you. Okay, your spirit guides, spirit team, your ancestors, and your past loved ones are always there for you. They are always watching over you. You may feel alone at times, but you are never actually alone. Okay, they are here for you and they are here to help and guide you. Even if you can't see them, they are here. Okay, I really feel like we want to get something from this deck. We got a lot of somethings from this deck. Let's see. Air. I really feel like breathing in a good, like, thing of fresh air. That's part of your meditation. Breathing in the new, letting out the old. Also stepping into a new year. a new year where I've seen a lot of things about transformation and change, so much positivity, and that things may not happen right away, but it is going to happen over time, okay? As long as you keep moving forward, keep this energy going, you'll be able to really transcend into this new person. Maybe you came, well, no. This reading is going to be up before the Libra zodiac reading. So I encourage you to watch that reading because I do feel there might be some connection to the Libra reading. And that's going to come out Friday. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I feel a connection with that. But even if you don't end up watching the Libra reading, this is just indication that you are going to be breathing in new and letting out the old. We also have desolate. Okay, so things may feel like that right now. That's what I'm getting. That's like more like the current energy, but things aren't actually desolate. When you look around you, I'm really sensing a connection just by the imagery between the bravery card and the desolate card. You see how they kind of connect a little bit? You're able to leave this desolate situation and look out at this cliff and see the light, see who you are. Look at the person looking out over the cliff at the ocean and looking at the world around them and just being like, wow, the world is actually so beautiful. Sorry, my cat's trying to come through, but I can't have her come over here at the moment. You're gonna mess up my lighting. No, my lighting got messed up anyway. Okay, there we go. If she does come over, that I pardon for that, but I just don't want her climbing all over everything. We also have Crescent. Ooh, we have Crescent. I'm more interested in the fact of how this person is embracing this moon. Really embracing your inner self is what I'm getting from that card. There's also, well, no, those are flowers, but the way that some of these flowers are hanging, it looked like lanterns to me. We also have Cosmic Child. Again, I think just embracing who you are, embracing emotions, embracing even really like your higher self, embracing even spiritual aspects. I know we talked about meditation not really connecting to spirit, like actually receiving messages and things like that. Excuse me. But maybe for some of you that is a connection for you. But I'm really just getting an overall sense of just embracing yourself, Amber. This image is showing, oh, she's coming over. um Gonna try and keep this light steady as best as I can. But embracing, well, okay, so this image is talking about, or this image is showing a dragonfly, it looks like, in amber, like it got fossilized in amber. I'm really feeling like a richness with this card because of just amber in general, but like it's the fossilization that I'm like trying to put into words. Fossilizing your hardships, fossilizing the past. Okay. In a sense of like it's never forgotten. You're never going to forget that. You're never going to forget the past. You're not going to forget what got you to this point. But that's part of the lesson too. Okay, really like going back and taking these lessons in. And then it's encased in this dragonfly, which dragonflies also symbolize new beginnings as well. Fossilizing a new start and being like, encasing this new start and being like, this is where it all began. That has now made me feel so fulfilled and rich in life. And when I say rich, I don't necessarily mean money. I just mean just a fulfilled life. Okay. I hope that made sense. That's what I'm trying to put that into words. And then we also have currents. Okay, look how rough that water is. So things may feel rough right now, but currents don't last forever, right? Eventually there's a calm. And this person that's swimming in the current is really even they're embracing the roughness and they're interacting with the narwhal. They also don't have clothes on, and so I'm getting this really big sense of like freedom. And I think that's kind of the energy that spirit is trying to help guide you to, that no matter the current, no matter how rough the current is around you, you are still going to be able to have this sense of and freedom and self-awareness of who you really are, and embracing who you are, embracing your light. That, yeah, I'm even seeing connection still. Again, we got this narwhal, and they're like having their forehead pressed up against the narwhal in this like very loving, compassionate manner. And I'm just getting another connection with animals. And so for animals, like maybe it is something where you're very compassionate about like rescuing animals, being a vet. Take it out however it resonates, however you feel around animals. But again, it's just this connection to other beings to help bring your light into the world. Let's see, let's go with this deck. And then maybe two more. Oh, awake. Okay. Awakening into who you really are. Um, I'm also kind of getting the sense like you're really awake right now. I get the sense that for a lot of you, you have already started putting in the work. And at this point, okay, when I'm posting this, it's going to be January, you may be starting to see the light. And so now we're waking up. We're really waking up to who we are. And then the rest of this year, you're just going to be able to keep going with that and embracing your strength, embracing who you are, embracing your beliefs, embracing how nurturing you are. Yeah. Desolate too, because we were talking about like healing other beings. And for some of you, this could also be healing the earth in the sense of like philanthropy, like actually doing, I mentioned about cleaning up a beach, right? So like things like that, really healing the earth. Okay. So we've got Door of Wisdom, insight, enlightenment, experience, understanding, and intelligence. So gaining more wisdom on yourself, how good of a person you are, enlightenment, on the person you are, but also enlightenment on your purpose in life as well. For some of you, this might actually serve this reading. If you're watching this, coming into this reading, this serves as confirmation on your purpose. Have you been wondering if you should get into like animal rescue or philanthropy work or charity work, things like that, helping other people? This is serving as confirmation for that, okay? And then we also have Door of Wonder. Awe, amazement, fascination, curiosity, mystery, marvel. And I honestly, I didn't look at this card before I started talking about like wondering what your purpose is and this serving as confirmation. I kind of feel like you have been in this kind of wonder state, this curiosity, this mystery. What is my purpose, right? This is it. This is very strongly coming through. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some emotions to end your reading on. I love these cards because it really helps round out the reading even more, because I do feel like emotion is a big part of what we go through in life. I feel like another one wants to pop out. There we go. Oh my god, I love that one that popped out just now, but first we're going to go with the one that first popped out. Okay, this makes sense. We have lost, so a feeling of lost at the moment, because we don't necessarily yet really see our purpose, okay? But and it's okay to feel lost. It's human, okay? We are human. But I really do feel like as we try and hone into ourselves, do some inner work, find our light, find who we are, you're not going to feel so lost anymore. But this is just talking about current energy. And also, this card has a little bit of a crease on it because, ironically, I didn't realize that this card had fallen out of the deck and it got lost and it got creased. Um, so maybe this is kind of you, because we were talking about how, and I felt like this was going to pop up in a reading one day. And here we are, where you may feel like you have a crease in your life, in your soul, in your heart, because we were talking about how you may have like lost somebody in the past. Anything that happened in your past that got you to this point where you're feeling so lost has left a crease there. Okay. But that loss, that crease is not going to always, well, the crease might always be there. Okay, because we were also talking about how you're never going to forget, right? You're never going to forget the past, but you're not always going to feel lost. Okay. So being lost is an emotion of losing your sense of direction, leaving you feeling uncertain. Being lost reminds you that sometimes confusion is necessary, as it forces you to reassess yourself, reconnect with your inner guidance, and move towards what you truly desire. This is what we've been talking about. Okay, this is exactly what we've been talking about. But I love this last card, this card that we're going to end this reading on. Love. We've talked about how lost you have felt, but we have also talked about how much love you have for yourself and especially for others, for any kind of being, for people, for this earth, for animals. You just have so much love. This is you, okay? This is who you are. You are love. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Whether it is self-love or the relationships with others, love is the source of your connection with the universe. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming by and watching this reading. My cat is walking by. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. The light didn't get messed up too bad. All right. So again, thank you so much for coming by and watching this reading. I really hope it resonated with you, and I really hope it helped you. And I also hope it helped you gain some purpose too. So if you liked this reading, please go ahead, leave a like down below. Also subscribe. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Links are down below. If you feel like you would like to, it also helps me to leave a comment down below and let me know that if this resonated with you or not. But other than that, I am sending you guys so much love and so many blessings and so much healing, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!